What is EU GDPR? When does it come into effect? And what does it cover? The European Union General Data Protection Regulation, known as GDPR, is designed to harmonise the data protection laws in place across the EU member states. GDPR introduces rules as to how any data which can be used to identify an individual is processed or stored, and how companies must respond in the event of a data breach. Organisations have until May 2018 to ensure their processes, systems and procedures are compliant, and to be able to demonstrate that they are compliant. Otherwise, they risk being levied with strict penalties. It affects any organisation who holds data on EU citizens inside or outside the EU, and includes multinationals who are headquartered outside of the EU. Under GDPR, no business will be able to hide a breach from the public eye. In the event of a breach, companies can be fined up to 4% of their global turnover, or 20 million euros, whichever is the higher. This fine could be just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the total cost of the breach once it's become public. The costs of keeping customers informed of progress on finding their lost data, other remediation work, and the damage to the company's reputation are all significant. There are also many changes to process and procedure that organisations might find difficult, such as the requirement to notify breaches within 72 hours of becoming aware, the fact that the liability of the data processor and the data controller are joint and several, and the obligation to appoint a data protection officer, ensuring that data privacy is considered at board level. There are also a range of new principles and safeguards, including the right for an individual to be forgotten. Only by taking a data-centric approach to preparing for GDPR can organisations guarantee that all personal data is appropriately controlled and protected. Data classification involves the use of software to attach visual and metadata markings, whether your data is stored in files, documents or messages, identifying them in an appropriate way to indicate how they should be handled or included in further processing. More importantly, data classification enables the organisation to track, monitor, and demonstrate to auditors how sensitive GDPR relevant data is created, shared, and stored. Data classification helps embed a culture of compliance by involving users in identifying, managing, and controlling regulated data, while automating parts of the protection process to enforce rules and policies consistently. If you wish to learn more about how Boldon James Classifier can help your organisation protect sensitive data and comply with GDPR, please visit boldonjames.com/GDPR.